And this morning we've been joined by Nanefua Anof, who is Senior Career Development Officer at Ashesi University. Daryl Dufu is final year mechanical engineering student at Ashesi University. And Mishael Ofe is Chief Business Officer at CH Group. Good morning to all of you, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
I believe you're all fine.
Yes, we are.
Okay, over here we are celebrating Valentine in advance. We say Valentine came very early. So today is Valentine's Eve. I'll ask you your Valentine questions later on. But let's talk about career services at Ashesi. So we know transitioning from the university to the professional world can be very challenging. How does Ashesi's career services team support students in exploring career path, building workplace-ready skills, and securing opportunities after graduation?
All right. So Ashesi's career ecosystem is quite a comprehensive one. Even from the inception of the university, we work directly with our employers to come up with what we call our 8 learning goals. So things like leadership, communication, innovation. So we are essentially preparing our students in a way that we are making them industry ready. So we work hand in hand with our employer partners. And so it's not something that's limited to just a department in the institution. It's something that we work with faculty, with our staff, with our employers, even with alumni to come together and make sure that we are producing talent that the world needs. And so that's how we go about it at Ashesi University.
Oh, okay. Great. So let's look at the student experience, okay? And I'll get to you, Daryl. You're a student, so thinking about your own student or your own journey so far, what's one way career services has helped you feel clearer or more confident about your future work?
I think Ashesi does its very best to make sure that as students you are prepared from the very beginning of your Ashesi experience. From doing things like one-on-one mentoring with career advisors, doing things like networking sessions. Ashesi's goal at the end of the day when it comes to careers is making sure that you have every skill that you need, both in terms of soft skills like leadership, teamwork, communication, to actual hard skills that they coordinate with your faculty to make sure that you're getting in class, so that at the end of the day you come out from Ashesi being very, very, very ready to tackle the world of work. It shows up in internships, it shows up in job shadowing, all the things that we do with employers. People always say that Ashesi students come very prepared.
Great, yeah, and I've heard that too. So how does Ashesi work with employers, industry leaders to provide students with meaningful real-world learning and work experience while they're still in school?
So there's a lot of touch points that we reach out to our employers on. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not just limited to one department. So we have faculty who invite employers into the classroom to provide some sort of instruction and so give more insight on what is happening in industry and how students can be better prepared for that. We also have different things that we work on. We have employers who come through with, could be a business challenge for our students, internships that Daryl just mentioned. We have mentorship programs. We have case studies that employers bring through into the institution, as well as when it comes to transitioning out with placements, with national service, full-time roles. And so there's different areas that we work with our employers towards just making sure that our students are out there.
Now let's talk about, Ashesi's career fair. You know, the career fair connects students and alumni with top employers. What makes this event stand out, and how does it create opportunities for students to engage with companies?
I must say Ashesi's career fair is unparalleled. We have taken a unique approach to it. So instead of a one-day career fair, we have 2 days. We have a virtual career fair, which allows our international employer partners to still connect with our students. It also gives them the opportunity to start the engagement even before the fair begins. And so you have that initial interaction with our students, easier access to them. And then on the main day, employers can actually have interviews on campus with our students. It's also a great avenue for employers to come together and network with their peers, because we have a good group of employers that come into campus. We typically have around 60 to 70, and so the networking opportunities are also unmatched. And I must say that we have a very Pan-African institution, and so our students are very diverse. We have students from about 30 countries represented on campus, and so it's a great place for our employers to just tap into a pool of different students from all across Africa.
Great. So let me bring you in, Michael, at this point, as we look at company's perspective on the career fair. What first drew your organization to Ashesi's career fair, and what has it been like working with or hiring Ashesi students and graduates?
So for us, it's been very good. It's accomplished two things for us, basically, because at the end of the day, I think as a business, we realized that Ashesi graduates are in high demand, right? And there are lots of companies that are competing for the same talent. So what the career fair does for us is that, first of all, it allows us to become visible, right, to the potential employees as well. So the students then get to know us, and then appreciate who we are. And then for us as well, it helps us to then be able to engage beyond just what we see maybe on a CV, and the like. And so you would appreciate to a certain extent the quality of the people that are being churned out on paper, but then the career fair then takes it a step further by helping us to be able to engage them and get to know them a bit more, which then helps us to make sure that we end up going after those that are going to be best suited for our institution. So both visibility for us, and then helps us also in terms of being able to identify good talent.
Great. And in the workplace, how does Ashesi students' grounding in leadership, ethics, and critical thinking distinguish them from other early career talent?
Well, I mean, being an alumni, I may be a bit biased, but then I guess also sitting where I am today I guess is also a testament of that. I'll give an example. We had one of the graduates coming into our business came in first to do technology. At some point, we were able to move her into business development. At some point, we were able to move her into operations, all within like 2 years. And her ability to be able to adapt and transit, right, and still be able to deliver in all the different situations, even though her background was in MIS, right, kind of speaks to the versatility of the students that come out of that as well. And then being able to, even in the first year or two, being put on important projects and being given the opportunity to lead, we've realized that clearly beyond just the technical abilities, I think those soft skills elements really do stand out as well. And I can speak for CH Group and say that we have loved having them being a part of us. I think for which reason we are every year very actively involved in the career fair.
Now, Nanefo, let me wrap it up with you. So for companies that may be considering participation, what are the steps to get involved, or what are the other ways that industry and companies can partner with Ashesi?
All right, so our career fair will be the highlight way to get involved with Ashesi. Registration is still ongoing. All interested employers can visit ashesi.edu.gh. That's the Ashesi website. We also invite employers to engage with us on things like internships, also with projects. If you have any projects in your organization, if you have any sort of hackathons, business challenges, or even something as simple as an industry visit, it proves very insightful for our students. So if you are willing to open your doors to us, we are more than happy to connect with you and see how we can work together.
Great. Anything you want to say finally, Daryl?
Ashesi has probably been one of the best experiences for me throughout my life, and I genuinely think that any employer who is looking to find great talent within the Ghanaian ecosystem should definitely hire more of our students, myself included, because I'm about to graduate. But yeah.
Anyway, thank you very, very much for joining us. Nanefo Anof, who's Senior Career Development Officer at Ashesi University, Daryl Dufu, who's final year mechanical engineering student at Ashesi, and Michael Ofe, Chief Business Officer of CH Group. This is